rather than each one popping up. Okay, well, let's do a little centering, and then I want to take about 20 minutes and tell you this thing, and we'll talk about it. This is the cost of doing this with me. You get to be my guinea pig, but it's cool stuff. I've been working on it all day and for days, really, but I think I got it polished in or zeroed in. Okay, so let's just take a moment and just put everything aside. And just as if we're in a room together. And I just realized we've never been in a room together, have we? Wow. It feels like we have, though, huh? Let's just be in that space of being in this room together, and we've got these cozy chairs, and we're knee to knee and just really ready to open up and be present and see what's possible. So let's get inspired by taking a nice deep breath to inspire, inspirate here. Nice deep breath. Yeah. And this time taking it deeper. And now inhale. Imagine a rock, a heavy rock floating down in water, and watch it just settle in your pelvic area, as if it's landing on the bottom of a pool. As you inhale, imagine that rock just floating down to the bottom, to that pelvic grounded area. So a nice deep breath. That rock floats down and settles in. Sensation of being grounded, of being in our body, out of our head and deep in our body. And now our energy just expanding beyond our body, out to the edges of the room. Beautiful energy, beautiful feminine energy. Yeah. And imagine your crown chakra just opening up and a light just pouring in from the gods, from above. Inspiration, guidance, a deep knowing. All of this is within us. Let's just connect to that higher power right now and just open up and be in the mode of receiving, in receptive mode. Yeah. We're safe. This is an opportunity to be open and a safe place to be vulnerable, because so much learning goes on when we have the safe container to be vulnerable in, to unpack and to dig deep, to dive in and figure out what's possible. And we may not know the how, the why, the when, the where, but we know that our deepest desires are possible, so possible. Really take that in and be present with it. So I want to take a couple of minutes and invite you to imagine you're in a circle and bring in the wisest part of yourself, that wise woman who has deep knowing, who makes wise decisions, that one that has the experience of what's the best thing about being the age you are now. All that wisdom and experience is put to good use with this wise woman that you are. Bring her into your circle. And a nice deep breath in, take her in and release. And now bring in your spiritual self, that part of you that taps into something greater, the unseen, but there's a deep knowing that you're loved and supported and the universe has your back. So bring in your spiritual self. And she might be someone who just really loves being in nature, loves looking at beautiful flowers, loves deep connection with others, has the capacity to love herself, to love you. So really bring in that spiritual self. Yeah. Now she's in the circle and bringing in the witness self. And this witness self has her own wisdom. She just takes in the information. She doesn't try to fix anything. She just gets the wide view. So if you can, imagine her standing there looking at your life and panning back, just panning back, seeing the big picture, the witness self. We're so grateful she's here. She has wisdom from a greater perspective. It's like being higher in the forest or in the trees and seeing the forest, or up on the mountain and seeing the valley. She has perspective, and we're so grateful that she's here. Mm. Now let's reach out to our future self. And she's the one, so see her as you will be in your future, as you want to be. What things, what characteristics does she have? How does she carry herself? How does she look? How is she dressed? How does she present herself? What's her vibration? Your future self. She's like the bridge. She reaches out. She's the bridge between now and there. And she might have a gift or some bits of wisdom for you. So listen carefully. And we're going to bring all of these beautiful versions of ourselves into the circle. And they're going to be present for this wonderful meeting tonight. We're in good company. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A nice deep breath. And when you're ready, you can stretch and open your eyes. Mm. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I can do that kind of stuff without even reading it. That's so cool.
Mm. That was great.
Thanks. Ooh, I got goosebumps. It was cool. Okay.
Really good.
Oh, thank you. And I did. That might be. I'm doing this thing, and I thought, I have some videos of meditations, and I think I need to get my own meditation in there, and then also give them alternatives in case they're not comfortable with mine. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let me take a few minutes. It's 8:44. So let me take a few minutes and share this module 1 with you. So this is about rituals, daily rituals, morning rituals. It's a powerful routine for using the law of attraction in your life. What if you could change your attitude so that you could change, or it would change how you show up? Let me reword that. What if you could change your attitude so that you would show up consistently as the best possible version of yourself? What if? Mm-hmm. What if this shift in attitude could transform your life and bring you even closer to your dreams, your goals, and your deepest desires? Here's a quote by Tony Robbins. One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. I just thought that was so appropriate, because I think a lot of times when, I talk about morning rituals, somebody might go, oh, I got to do something, right? But I want to point out with that quote that, most people won't do it. So I'm looking for those that will, because that's how you change your life. So think about it. What do Oprah Winfrey, Richard Branson of Virgin Airlines fame, Tony Robbins, and Steve Jobs have in common? Well, we all have great success in their lives, yes. But they all have morning rituals that they do every single day without fail. Mm-hmm. Having a consistent morning, isn't that something? Having a consistent morning routine or ritual has a profound effect on your subconscious mind in helping you to become the best version of yourself. So my intention for this module is to show you some tools that you can apply that will help you understand that what you choose to do in the first 20 to 30 minutes of your day can have a powerful effect on your entire day and ultimately in your life, because each day adds up, right? So if you apply these principles,
totally.
Yeah. If you apply these principles, I believe you can transform your life, increase your productivity and happiness, and it will allow you to reprogram your subconscious mind in a very powerful way. I almost, as I was doing this, thought, if people get this module and apply it fully, then I've done my job. Then I've done something so powerful. I've given tools that are so powerful. So that's how powerful this is. And some of it will build on it, but this is a framework we're going to build on, but there's some powerful things you can start now. Okay. So first thing in the morning, we can choose to take control of our day. And if we take charge in the morning, we'll find ourselves consistently feeling better and gaining momentum throughout the day and having a happy and successful day. So think about the days that you just get up and you're like, maybe you're late and you're flying out of bed and you're running and how those days go. Mm-hmm. What if you could start the day consciously choosing where your attitude is, what you do in the first hour, and actually the things I have here is probably about 45 minutes. And someone might say, oh, I have to get up earlier, or I don't have time. Well, it's worth investing the time because...
Right. Well, I was just saying, right. Yes.
Yeah, it's worth investing the time because your day, it will be so much more powerful. So this is an opportunity to tune in or be in alignment with how you prefer to be than to be the victim of your circumstances.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen. So we're going to start. There's actually 10 steps, not all of which I'm going to have implemented today, but some of them we are, and I wanted to at least introduce the idea of them because some of them I want you to start thinking about how to formulate them because it's be personalized to you. So let's get started. The first is from the book, The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. And she uses this 5-second rule in every decision she makes. And it's really about just, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and does it. So we're using this one is first thing in the morning when you open your eyes, before you have a chance to say, oh, I'm going to stay in bed longer, or whatever it is you do to talk yourself into not getting up and taking charge of your day. So awakening in the morning, you simply say to yourself, as soon as you open your eyes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up, right? So that is, can you imagine how powerful that is? Because I know the times that I've lingered in bed and thought, oh man, I wasted 2 hours in bed. I could have got up and done some things before, work. That would have been productive toward my day, or, oh, I didn't do that or whatever. But so that's the first one is the 5-second rule. And we'll review these at the end. But let's see. This proves that you have charge of your day the first thing in the morning. And how often have we stayed in bed, like I said? By doing this practice, you don't allow that overthinking to take over. Instead, you demonstrate to yourself that you're in charge of you and your day. And there's I have an interview with Mel Robbins and Lewis Howes that I'm going to put on the PDF for this. I think it would be really cool to get to know her a little bit and let you could pretty much have the book expressed to you in that interview, that hour interview. So it's kind of cool. So that first one, the 5-second rule. The second one is to smile. Make a conscious effort to smile. Your brain releases serotonin, which is your happy chemical. So if you make a conscious effort to smile, it becomes easier. So can you imagine popping out of bed with a smile on your face? How that sets the tone for your day? Powerful. Yeah. The third step is to meditate the first 10 to 20 minutes. Now, meditation is to help you consciously move from a state of responding or to a state of responding instead of a state of just reacting, and that's like that scenario of getting out of bed and flying out, and it's a reaction, one reaction after another. So can you imagine for a moment how meditation can get you grounded and move you forward into responding to your day, right? The opposite of react is create. So that's something to think about. So if I'm in creation, I'm not in reaction. Let's see. I also want to share, though, that research suggests that when people meditate for 10 to 15 minutes a day, they have less activation in the part of the brain that deals with stress and more prefrontal cortex stimulation, which is the part of the brain that is more emotionally stable.
Mm-hmm.
These people are more emotionally grounded, less reactive, and able to manage life in a more calm and productive way. Those who meditate on a constant basis experience more stable emotional well-being. When you meditate, you consciously step into a space of observing your thoughts instead of reacting to them.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. What is important to remember is that when you wake up in the morning, we're moving from the delta state to the theta state to the alpha state to the beta state. Those are the different levels of consciousness. And because the theta and the alpha states are closer to the subconscious mind, there's a greater ability to influence the subconscious mind at that time when we're in those states. So, and we know that in order to change patterns, and a lot of our stuff is locked in our subconscious mind, that's really where the reprogramming, we want to do the reprogramming, is in that subconscious mind. And we'll get more into that as we get through our modules. But this is where we ground ourselves for observing and responding rather than reacting. It's a nice calming thing. So I've got some things about meditation. So create a space close to your bed so you don't have to go far. So you don't get a chance to get out of that theta and alpha states. You're still in those states. You can light a candle. Sometimes people have trouble focusing. They can light a candle and just focus on that. And then breathe deeply. Observe your thoughts and allow them to be there. You know, sometimes we think, oh, I can't think that. Just allow them to be there and just focus on, oh, there's a thought. You can even imagine letting it go with a balloon and watching it float by. Eventually, the mind slows down with practice, and you can really calm your mind and be very present.
Mm-hmm.
So the focus will improve. And then bring your awareness down from your mind to your body. Imagine you're anchored deep and wide in your hips. Focus on feeling. So the first part of meditation is calming yourself down. And then the last part is about focusing on your intention. Focus on the feelings you like, feeling like you have already accomplished what it is you want to do. So this is the time, so I get myself calm. And the last part of the meditation, I'm visualizing what I want to create. Like there's a wonderful one called Ideal Body Image.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it, I'm seeing the body as agile and just the way I want it to be, and I'm wearing the clothes that make me feel fabulous, right? So, or if it's about a relationship, I'm standing there looking at my beloved, and I'm in his presence, and I'm feeling the feelings of love. Or if I want to manifest a new home, I'm sitting somewhere in the home looking at the view and really feeling the gratitude about being there and creating that. So whatever it is that you want to create, getting real clear about it and then attaching those feelings to it and breathing deeply. And then what you can do is when you're feeling those feelings is put your hand over your heart. And actually research shows that there's more magnetic energy coming from the heart than the brain. So putting your hands over your heart, really connecting with your heart when you're in that mode of feeling, because we know that we need to feel it to manifest it. When you feel something, when you get fired up about something, it's like your goal and excitement equals manifestation. It equals miracles. That's how you make miracles happen, is you take that deep feeling, you take the goal or intention, that thing you want to create, and you do the things first that make you feel excited inside, because then you're closer to the magic. It's easier to manifest. That's a way of kind of using your body as a tuning fork as to what is it I really want. Because sometimes we say we want
Totally.
things. Yeah. Like that one coach I had, she says, okay, so tell me what your deepest desire is. And I said, okay, I need to talk about my business. She goes, no. What's your deepest desire? And she's a business coach. And I'm like, well, I want to create love in my life. I want to find my beloved. I want to manifest a loving relationship. She goes, that's where the fire is. And when that's in place, And as you work on that, everything else falls in place.
Yeah.
I'll worry about that in a little bit. That's going very well. Okay. There's a Heart Math Institute, and they have a lot of information on electromagnetic things about the heart. I just thought that was powerful, that the heart has more electromagnetic energy. Okay, and then I have some guided meditations. There's a great one by Bob Proctor, and he encourages you, it's about 17 minutes long, and he encourages you to do it for 30 days, to build that habit. So there's meditation. Then after meditation, just setting your alarm for 5 minutes and spending 5 minutes to journal. And some ideas about journaling, you might write down 3 intentions you have for the day. There's something powerful about writing it down. And maybe name 5 things you're grateful for so that you're in that vibration of gratitude. Because when it comes to law of attraction, in order to manifest, we need to be in that vortex or vibration of gratitude. I heard something wonderful today on those tapes that I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Vitale was interviewing a guy, and I can't remember his name. And when it comes up to me, I'll text it to you so you know where to look. But he said that vibration is about resonance. It's about, like, for instance, if you hit a tuning fork and you have another one near it, the other one starts to vibrate. It's resonating with it.
Totally. Yeah.
Or if you hit a tuning fork and you get it near guitar strings, some of the guitar strings will vibrate. They'll resonate. They may not be the same note, but they resonate. I just thought that was so powerful. So that's what we want to create, is that resonation, that deep vibration, in our soul, in our universe, right? Our vortex, so to speak. But we can do that with being grateful, right? Being grateful about what we do have. I mean, you may not like your living situation, but find the things you're grateful about it. I have a roof over my head. I am so grateful. I have a place where my sister opened her home to my 2 dogs. That makes me almost cry. I am so grateful to that. And it's a beautiful vibration. When you're almost crying about something, you feel that deep feeling, that's you're hitting it. That's the vibration I'm talking about. I don't mean in a bad way, but I mean, it's like, I am so grateful, that she opened her home to me. Now the other part of me says, I can't wait till I have my own home and this and that. But when I find myself talking that way to myself, I'll just shift and say, I'm so grateful. It's great, and I'm home with my sister, and we're actually getting along amazingly well. And it's because we're both on this vibration of building this relationship. So it's very powerful. Okay. 5 minutes of journaling, gratitude, and intention for the day. The next one comes from the book Think and Grow Rich. And this is the one I want you to think about. You don't have to do it just yet, but start thinking about what your definite cheat fame will be. I'll do a little workshop in following modules about this, but this is what I got. This is your mission statement. And so start thinking about what it is you want to create in your life and writing it down. Find a space in your journal where you can write the things down. It's so powerful to actually name them and write them down rather than, I have this vision or dream, or, write it down. I want this, or this is what I deeply desire, and then, so your definite cheat fame is something you would read in the morning and in the evening, and you would eventually memorize it. I'll give you an example of one here in a minute. It's an affirmative statement about what you deeply desire to create in your life in detail, by when, and what you're willing to give for it. The clarity of your definite chief aim helps the subconscious mind and the auto-suggestion of the brain work together. Because, auto-suggestion is what you say. Everything you say, your mind listens to your mouth. So if I'm saying something positive, directing my words to something positive that I want to experience, it's pulling together my subconscious mind and my auto-suggestion, the talking to myself. Helps them work together, that part of the brain, and can be very powerful towards moving you towards the direction of attaining that or creating that in your life. It helps give you momentum. let's see, the importance of seeing what your main intentions are and having that one, that be the one of the first things you say in the morning. So after the meditation, after some journaling, when you start talking. Okay, so here's an example. This is Bruce Lee's. He did this. Now, Think and Grow Rich was written, I think, in the 30s, something like that. Anyway, or he started in the 30s, something like that. Anyway, Bruce Lee's Definite Chief Fame, and if you go online, you can find it in his own handwriting, and up at the top it says secret. So he kept it secret, but he said it to himself. My definite chief aim. So those words are right from Think and Grow Rich. So I think you read that book. And my definite chief aim. I, Bruce Lee, will be the first highest paid Oriental superstar in the United States. In return, I will give the most exciting performances and render the best quality in the capacity of an actor. Starting 1970, I will achieve world fame, and from then onward till the end of 1980, I will have in my possession $10 million. I will live the way I please and achieve inner harmony and happiness. Bruce Lee signed it, January 1969. So that's really powerful.
That's way powerful.
Very powerful. Let me shut the door because I think my sister's back. Coco's barking. She's the alarm, right? So, yeah. So that's really powerful. and that's kind of what I want you to start thinking about. Well, what's my definite chief fame? You know, and it doesn't have to be a lot. It's like I, Jerry Cates, will be a world-known speaker and motivational coach or a transformational coach. And in return, I will change the lives of others, empower others, heal others, you know, whatever that, I still have to work on mine. And then starting in 2019, I will achieve, you know, maybe I might say an income of $10,000 a month by the end of 2019 and have in my possession in 5 years, and say the date, $5 million. And I will live a life that I have freedom, just a name that, and harmony and happiness. And maybe I live where I want and I go where I want and when, or something like that. So just start thinking about that one.
Okay.
And then number 6 is a mirror work. And I just am going to keep this short. You have affirmations, but I'm going to just keep this short for people and use that master affirmation. I like myself unconditionally, saying that in the mirror 3 times in the morning, 3 times at night. And the idea is standing there, looking into the mirror, and like, not just a little face mirror, just somewhere you can stand and with good posture and a deep voice. Because you notice that when we say something, if like I had something, how does that make me feel? That's a question. There's no confidence in that. How does this make you feel? You see the difference? Versus,
totally.
Yeah, I like myself unconditionally versus I like myself unconditionally. Or money flows easily and effortlessly in increasing amounts on a continuous basis, you see? Or money flows to me easily and effortlessly in increasing amounts from multiple sources on a continuous basis. Very different. So that's the practice.
Totally.
So looking in the right ear, saying I like myself unconditionally. And if you're comfortable with saying I love myself, then great. But I really feel that for the most part, just getting someone to the mirror is going to be huge. I like myself unconditionally in the right eye, in the left eye, and then in both eyes. 3 times in the morning, 3 times at night. And I like to put half, if you can write on the mirror, I'll take a lipstick or a pencil, a eyeliner pencil, and put half the X in the morning, half the X at night, because it's twice a day. And if you do this for 21 days, the first 3 days are the toughest. But once you do them for 3 days, now you're starting to, like if you don't do it, it's like, oh, I got to keep making that thing on the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're focused on that, before you know it, you start to raise the self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
So the next part is to hydrate. And I can say, alkalize, drink a big glass of water. I had a patient say to me one day, I don't like water. I go, do you like your kidneys? So this person clearly was not into nurturing herself. So I think this is important to go take some time. Now I went back and forth about, the benefits of drinking lemon water, and, some people put a whole lemon in there. I think it's a little hard on the teeth. It takes the enamel off. I don't know. I just drink a big glass of water with lemon juice in it, or I might take 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and drink it in a big glass of water. So I went back and forth today. There were some, resources that said it didn't really alkalize, and some said, oh, these are the benefits of this. Do whatever you want, but drink that glass of water in the morning. It's like a ritual of loving and nurturing yourself.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then in the evening, repeat the master affirmation. I like myself unconditionally in the mirror. Get the other side of that X up there. And then once you have your chief aim, your definite chief aim, that would be when you'd read it again. And eventually you get to the point where you recite it and you know it, right? It's like, kind of like money comes to me easily and effortlessly in multiple sources or from multiple sources in increasing amounts on a continuous basis. I don't have to look that one up anymore. I've set it to where it's like, yeah. And I will look in the mirror on the way to work. I'll be glancing in that rear view mirror and I say that and I feel a little tear. It's like, oh yeah, that's emotional. Yeah, I'm creating that. Money's coming. Money is coming.
Money's coming.
Things are changing.
Yeah.
And then, taking a few minutes to journal, 5 things you're grateful for, what worked, what didn't. Did I say journaling in the morning? I think I skipped it. And then plan for tomorrow. Jot down a few things that you're going to do the next day so that when you do wake up, you know that you have a plan.
Right.
That you're not going, oh, I could stay in bed. No, I have a plan. I'm going to get up and do this plan. I'm going to the gym, or I'm doing this, or the 3 things you're going to do before noon, So let's take a couple minutes and talk about, or let me just rerun it. Oh, I want to say that I would put this in a checklist. And I think what I'll do is make a checklist and then for 7 days and have go check it every day they did it. So that, because what I have learned is that when we're focused on filling in the paper, get it done.
Yeah.
Because then you want all your little boxes filled.
Totally.
But it's not the same when you put it on a computer or in an app. You have to see it. It really makes a difference. So the 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up, smile, meditate for 10 to 20 minutes. And that part of that is calm your mind and become the observer, and then visualize what you want to create. 5 minutes of journaling, 3 intentions that you have for the day. And it could be the same ones you said last night, but now you're writing them down again because you're firming it in, right?
Totally.
5 things you're grateful for. Could be simple little things, just as long as it's helping you feel that vibration of gratitude. And then when you have it developed, recite your definite chief aim. Master affirmation, I like myself unconditionally. Hydrate in the evening, repeat that master affirmation. Remember, it's 3 times in the morning, 3 times at night. Recite your definite chief aim, your gratitude journal, what worked, what didn't. If you didn't do one of the things, that might be the chance or the opportunity to sit down and think, okay, I didn't do that. Why didn't I do that? What was in the way? Okay, so now, so tomorrow, how will I do this differently? And then plan for tomorrow. So let's talk about that a little bit. And I know when I deliver it, I'll be doing a monologue kind of thing, and then opening it up for discussion. So thank you for listening. And now I'll open it up for discussion. So we'll talk about 10 minutes and then we'll go into your stuff. Okay?
Oh, okay. Because my friends have dinner, I guess, coming up soon. So,
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
do you have any quick things you want to say about that?
about what we just talked about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think it's super empowering. And I really do feel like these are tools that will help me accelerate forward and get into my skin, basically, is fill out my skin and really just fill out my skin. That's what I need to do is just keep filling it out.
Do you
As
have a
far
way to print anything?
yeah, I could do it probably at the store where I work.
Because I'll take this list and make it somehow to where you can check it off.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Go ahead and make the template.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me what's going on with you. Or it wasn't too much. Is that, I mean, people could pick what they want to do and just do a few things. As
Mhm.
doing like the, smile and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is easy.
Right, right. Yeah,
Meditation. Go ahead.
I think they're great. I think all of them are good to have and good options, and they're just very clear, on things that we can do to empower ourselves.
Right. So if can you imagine that if you did those things, that if you just, that's the only homework it's going to be for the first week,
Okay.
is that, get some kind of routine going, some kind of, and understand the value of it. And then there'll be some YouTube videos that I find on different parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
People can watch if they want.
Right.
But, that'll be the first week. So tell me how you're doing.
I'm okay. The only other thing I had was I don't think you sent the video from last week. I didn't see it.
I think you're right. I'll look.
Yeah. Okay, if you could send that, that'd be great. That was a good one. This one's a good one too. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing well. I mean, I'm happy. I'm filling out my skin. I've been working with my friend Chris, which is a good reflection for me because I'm like, he's just like a good reflection in the way that it's like, dude, you're freaking stuck, man. So like I'm seeing his stuckness and it's helping me like kind of think about like not being stuck. Like it's like he's just so freaking stuck. He's stuck in these bizarre ideals and he needs to move on from what he's in and he knows it deep down, but he can't seem to get himself unstuck because he's so damn mental. He's just too mental. He's too mental for his own good. And so I'm getting really impatient basically with him, but then that's pushing me to be like, hey, who are you? What are you doing? Can't freaking depend
Oh,
on you.
that's some insight on self, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, you can't depend on no dude. You gotta take care of your own stuff, Liv. Even though I love him dearly, but it's like, dude. So that's been because
You said you can't depend on no dude. And I understand that what you're saying that so that you can protect yourself.
yeah, probably, yeah, you're right.
So do you want to manifest not having men you can depend on?
No, I want men that I can depend on.
Good, then don't say it. Then say what you want to experience, not what you don't want to experience, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Right. So watch those little, things, and I understand it was a way of supporting yourself and saying, okay, I need to take care of me. I need to take care of me, and then not bringing in, I can't trust him to take care of me. But it's like, the bottom line is sift it all down. I need to take care of me. I need to be the best version of myself for me. And
yep.
know that you'll attract whoever it is, that best version, right? But if we say, can't depend on no dude, then it's like deflect, and then we get the guys we can't depend on. Well, we know that. We don't want that. So I just wanted to shine a light on that, be mindful of what you say to yourself.
No, that's great. That's a whole different look because I wasn't looking at it like that. I was just seeing it as like thinking about like, oh, well, I can't manifest. I'm not saying he's not that, but right now he's in a weird space. So maybe so, but I do deserve to have someone I can depend on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, it is amazing.
You're right.
Amazing. I mean, my little love story is just amazing. I'm still dating Matt, that I named my son after. That I did 46 years for a date with, and we get about it all the time. Today, he was talking to me, and he offered to buy me a ticket to go see my dad.
Aww.
You need to go see your dad. He says, let me buy you a ticket. I said, thank you.
Aww.
Yeah, thank you.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm saying is that emotionally, I can depend on him. Now, he's busy. His brother came to town. I didn't get to see him this weekend, but he's going to come up Wednesday. You know, he's used to live in a life where he worked all the time. So I knew this would be an adjustment for both of us, you know. But heck, it beats the heck out of never physically seeing somebody like I've been doing, you know. Yeah.
Oh my God, it just settled in. You're so right. I deserve somebody I can depend on. Thank you. Holy crap. That's like a freaking revelation.
Whether that's Chris or someone else, the bottom line is you deserve that.
Yeah, you're so right. Oh my God, just feeling that feels so good. It's like, wait, silly thought. Like, wow, like I actually really do deserve that. Like, I'm cool. I'm a nice person. I'm a good person, and I deserve somebody who I can depend on.
See how easy, though, we go to that old place of like we say something that is so powerful that we don't even realize how it's limiting us.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just that's how we were conditioned. And, you know, it's like self-preservation or whatever. But if you're mindful of the words you choose, you get to create a better experience, right?
Totally. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Like, thank you. Like, that is so helpful right now. Like, wow.
So tell me, you're working, okay, and you're working out. You're taking care of you, okay? And are you thinking about your future as far as what you want to do with your yoga?
Yeah, but it's switched. Like, I have a business that I want to create for athletic gear, and I'll still do the yoga, but this thing is like came through like lightning. I was like, man, I got to do this. Like the brand and everything. Like, I'm so stoked on this. I'm actually going to write my brand name, and I really feel this strong. Like, I just feel like the universe has just directed me big time.
Oh, cool.
Athletic gear.
You know, I have a clothing and textiles degree.
Oh, you do? No.
I do. An associate's in clothing and textiles. I can actually sew anything. Not that I start sewing, but that gives me the ability to look at a garment or you know what I mean, and know whether something's well made or not.
Oh my God, I was thinking, I have designs in my head, and I was thinking I need to work with somebody who can help me create these.
Yeah, I know how to pattern draft, and I did dance productions where I made all the costume patterns myself.
Maybe we can team up.
I'm kind of looking at this other thing, but I certainly can help you, you know, if you need to bounce ideas and things, you know.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've got some sweet ideas in my head.
Really cool to have, you know, something that was reversible.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're putting the damn tags on the outside anyway, so what the hell does it matter? You know?
No, I have some sweet designs in my head that I really would like to put out. I'm like stoked, so stoked.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, this is great. Oh my God, that's amazing.
So what you want to research is where would you get your fabrics? Who would sew it? You know what I'm saying? How would you, you know, how would you do that? You know, because you need somebody who's going to, do you sew?
No, I don't. A little bit.
I don't mean to damper that at all. I'm just saying that's your, it's like, okay, what internal resources do you have? You know, you have these ideas and you have this experience of working out. So, you know, you wear the clothes all the time, right? And then what is it that you need to learn? You know, these are just questions to ask yourself. What do I need to learn? You know, where's the gap? You know,
right. Okay.
What I need to learn? Who, you know, what resources are out there for me to learn those things? And then, you know, there's a fashion institute or a fashion kind of place in Reading.
Sweet.
Yeah, one of the ladies was going to Jedi to the meetings in Reading. You might kind of reach out and find out who that is and go at least have a conversation with them. I got this idea. I'd love to sit down and talk to somebody. It'll be worth the trip if you can, arrange an appointment, because they're not open all the time anyway. And you want to be able to just maybe talk to someone who does design or who, you know what I mean? Fashion.
Totally.
They'll know at Jedi. I can't remember the name of it. And then, who do you need to know? Right? Who do you need to team up with? Find out, what's out there. Just like putting out or using all the tools we did in that class. Market research and things like that. In the meantime, you keep drawing your designs.
Sweet.
Yeah, you keep drawing your designs. And here's the other thing. Now we're having, you could get a lot of cheap clothes and things from China, but now all the people that have Shopify stores and that have Ali something was all from China.
Yeah.
Those were really cheap. Well, they're not going to be easy to get anymore. That Trump and his shenanigans is made imports more expensive. And I know China has some bad behaviors with like what do you call it? Intellectual property. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not sure this was the way to do it, but whatever. The bottom line is it's going to cut that market out, so there's going to be an opening for creating.
Oh my God, that's perfect. Maybe that's why it came through.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Totally.
With that going on, there's going to be a little opening. And let's see. I know a gal who is, her sister and her family lives up in Shasta. Sandra Blockman, she's on my Facebook. She's a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And she does like, I mean, professional. She works for respiratory company. She's the rep, but she does this on her, in her spare time or her other time. But she's always wearing those kinds of, that kind of gear.
Yeah.
So she might be someone to know just because of who she knows.
Right. Okay.
So you might want to try to follow her if you can.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay. Sandra Blockman. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll send me this video, and so I'll have that to review. And
then I can review my how I did, and that was good. I read some of it, and I'm like, okay, I need to fix that. Oh, that's good, or whatever.
Yeah.
I think when I'm doing it, I'll have a PowerPoint, and I'll be talking without people seeing my face.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm going to save, and then I'll have an audio and a video that'll go out. So if they want to watch the PowerPoint, they can, or if they just want to listen to the video when they're out and about, they can too.
Totally.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, thanks. So the next one, there's a part on affirmations, and I'm trying to figure out how to get someone to do that mirror thing. I did it with you on the video, huh?
Mm-hmm. It was great. It was amazing.
I would do it with a group. So, I might like have somebody, for the class, have somebody practice with me. Maybe someone like you that has done it before. You know what I mean? Just because it's
I'm totally
hard to get somebody to do stuff like that, to go online and stuff. So here's what I'm thinking is I'll video the first, the teaching part, and I'll record the other part for myself. I have to decide how I'm going to do it, because if people know they're being recorded, they might not want to talk, but they might want to have that video. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a separate video though, or a separate audio. It won't be, I don't think it'll be a video. It'll be an audio of what? Because that's the cool thing about Zoom. You download it, you can get an audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, what else? I got my raise.
Yay, congratulations.
57.
Yay, that's awesome.
I had to tell him because they've been out of the office so much, because he was out on cardiac surgery. $57.50 an hour from $54.50.
That's great.
Because it was 5%. So
nice.
and I'm less than 3 months from the nursing board thing. It ends August 13th. So,
Yay.
yeah. So,
I just love you. You're amazing. I'm so grateful you're in my life. You really, I mean, you like bring me back to earth and like reality. And literally, like every time we have a session, the thing that I've noticed is I get more embodied. Like throughout from when we meet and then till the next time we meet, I get way more embodied. It's really interesting how this is happening.
well, it seemed to me the last time you were eating a lot of candy. How's that going?
I'm better. I'm better. Mm-hmm.
And then, and you're not the only one, like, to fall out of practices that will help you. So that would be a great template to just pick a few. And I love this one. I think this is Ariana Huffington said, or somebody, I'll have to Google it. You want to be the kind of woman that when your feet hit the floor in the morning, the devil says, holy crap, she's up.
Fuck yeah! Oh. Love it.
Okay, awesome. I love it. So that was in when, you're laying there and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Hit it.
Yes.
I've decided that even though I wake up before 5, that I'm going to put a chair in my room and take the doggy bed out because they're never in there anyway because I always shut the door and they get locked out. They have other places to sleep. But put a chair on that end of the room where I can go and sit and do a meditation, get up immediately and sit up because I don't really have a place.
Totally.
To so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Totally.
That space. Yeah.
I feel like their dinner is almost done for some reason. I'm in a different room, but I think it's calling.
Go eat.
Yeah, because we're at the hour.
Yeah, we are.
Are we going to meet next week? Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday night would be good, or I have a date Wednesday night. I think during the week it's like so hard because I'm so exhausted when I get off work that I just haven't been able to figure it out yet. How probably need to get my tush to the gym and see if that helps. But I've been like by Thursday or Friday, I am so freaking done. I mean, I almost fell asleep every night coming home. I kept thinking, God, I wonder if I should pull over. I mean, I was exhausted. My sister wanted me to stop and get avocados, and I'm like, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
It's me to get something on the way home. I mean, eventually, I guess doing it at work, but somehow I just want to get home when I'm done. So what night is better? Thursday?
We could do Sunday night. It's fine. But I teach yoga till probably like around 8-ish or something, like same time. That's would work.
So a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
See you then.
So can you send me last week's video too and this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as I can find it, I'll send it.
Okay.
Downloaded. I thought I'd sent them all out, but you're right. I didn't send that one.
Yeah.
When I'm doing video or when I'm doing calls, I'm not going to send them to people. I'm going to tell them you are welcome to record this. This is going to be, you take your phone out and you are welcome to, record this because it's a lot of stuff. I do videos for these other groups that I'm in and it's like, it takes forever. I have my computer closer to the internet I notice it takes longer to download and it's even worse on the old computer, but I think that because then I have to hang around and I have the chance of losing it. I'm just going to, unless it's someone that's paying $3,000, then they can have all the videos they want.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So this program, once I get it done, and I have drugged my feet, but now I feel like I'm going to stay up all night and work on it. Thank God we're off tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
I'll let you know how it's going. But yeah, I'll do a video.
Okay, cool.
Bye.
All right. Love you.
Love you, sweetie.
Thank you.
Care. Bye.
Bye.